So ang partner nyo ba ay demanding, bastos, arrogante, or controlling? I will share with you a Supreme Court case entitled Nelly Chan T10 versus Willie T10. This is a 2025 case. Dito, panalo yung lalaki. So, watch this video. Tapusin nyo hanggang dulo para maintindihan nyo ano yung kwento and ano yung sinabi ng Supreme Court. Ano yung ruling ng Supreme Court. So, si Willie and Nelly, married sila in 1995. Hanggang sa nag-file si Willie ng declaration of nullity of their marriage on the ground of psychological incapacity ni Nelly. Even before their wedding, yung psychological incapacity of Nelly was demonstrated by her domineering attitude and yung pagiging tamad and yung poor study habits ni Nelly. And after their wedding naman, yung psychological incapacity ni Nelly became more apparent kasi meron ngang domineering attitude itong si Nelly. There are times na dinidemand niya si Willie na mag-update sa kanya. Tinatanong yung kanyang whereabouts. Si Nelly is arrogant. Ito yung matindi. Si Willie daw, meron daw incestuous relationship with his own mother. Willie was verbally abused and physically abused by Nelly and nilalayo ni Nelly yung mga anak nila doon sa nanay ni Willie. Dahil na rin sa pagtatalo nilang dalawa, si Willie minsan sa opisina na natutulog and there was a time na lumipat pa ng kondo itong si Willie kasama yung mga anak. Willie also alleged na inabuso ni Nelly yung kanilang mga anak psychologically by teaching their kids na magsalita ng bad things about the mother of Willie. So per psychological assessment report ni Dr. Dayan, ito yung psychologist na witness ni Willie, merong psychological incapacity itong si Nelly. And itong psychological incapacity was grave, incurable, at merong antecedents. She recommended the termination of the party's marriage. So mamaya natin yan thoroughly i-discuss. Ang depensa naman ni Nelly, ang nag-abuso daw dito ay si Willie at hindi siya. And questionable din yung psychological assessment report kasi hindi naman siya na-interview itong si Nelly. So sa RTC o sa Regional Trial Court, sa Family Court, si Willie yung panalo. Pagdating sa Court of Appeals, si Willie pa rin yung panalo. According sa Court of Appeals, Willie has sufficiently established yung psychological or yung severity ng psychological incapacity ni Nelly. And yung psychological report did not lose its probative value dahil lang sa hindi na-interview si Nelly. Kasi si Nelly rin naman yung nag-refuse to go to the clinic to be interviewed by Dr. Dayan. So yung mga witnesses ni Willie dito, yung common friend nila ni Nelly, isang social worker at yung cousin-in-law ni Willie. Hanggang yung kaso nakarating hanggang Supreme Court. Dito natin i-discuss ano ba tong psychological incapacity na to. Sa batas natin, ang psychological incapacity is a ground to declare as a nullity yung marriage ng mag-asawa. And it is found on Article 36 of the Family Code. So I will explain this later. Basahin nyo na lang muna saglit. So in this case, cited yung landmark case na Tan Andal versus Andal, wherein yung characteristics of psychological incapacity are enumerated. So ito yan. So yan, yung gravity. So dapat hindi lang siya slight na refusal or neglect na i-perform yung mga obligasyon ng bilang mag-asawa. Dapat talaga grave. Okay? Pag sinabi naman nating juridical antecedents, okay? So dapat yung psychological incapacity nag-e-exist bago pa yung kasal or at the time ng kasal, even if it only manifested later on. So usually, ang testimonya dito is yung attitude or yung behavior ng tao nung bata pa siya or maski nung nag-aaral pa siya. So usually, yung mga witnesses dito, yung mga tao na nakakaalam or nakasama itong isang asawa na to nung college days nila or nung kabataan nila. Incurability, So, self-explanatory naman. So, hindi siya nagagamot or hindi gumagaling. Okay? So, hindi siya nakokore, kumbaga. So, ito ngayon yung tanong. Importante ba na laging merong psychologist as witness? So, based sa ruling na to, and dun na rin sa other Supreme Court rulings, like yung Tan Andal versus Andal, hindi siya indispensable requirement. Kasi, pwede naman magbase ang history ng isang tao doon sa mga testimonies ng other witnesses. Pwede rin magbase sa other information, yun nga, doon sa nirelay ng other witnesses. So in this case, si Nelly nagpresenta din ng sarili niyang expert witness, isa ding psychologist. Ang finding ay hindi naman psychologically incapacitated si Nelly. Pero as admitted ng sarili niyang witness, may mga information daw na winidhold si Nelly. And if timely disclosed, could have affected the findings. So ano ba yung narcissistic personality disorder? Better you may check it sa internet na lang or sa other doctors. But dito sa case na to, ito yung manifestations ng disorder na to. So, number 1, domineering and controlling. Si Nelly, gusto niya, siya yung laging nasusunod. She is arrogant and with a haughty attitude. Pag sinabi mong haughty, she looks down on others. And meron siyang excessive sense of entitlement. And ayon din dito kay Dr. Dayan, the root cause of Nelly's psychological incapacity can be traced to the experiences of overindulgence and overpampering kay Nelly ng kanyang mga magulang and ng kanyang mga kapatid during her childhood. So that's it for today's topic. Sana marami kayong natutunan kahit maikli lang yung ating diniscuss today. For now, please like this video, share this with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to hit that notification bell icon para ma-notify kayo ng mga next videos ko na i-upload. Thank you very much.